What's up, y'all? First of all, you know I tell y'all gotta look at my shirt, but today I really want y'all to look at my earrings, and then I want you to look at my hat. Coming mushy gully bucket, okay? This that new shit. I want to ponder the question, is it medicine? There are so many conversations that are happening around medicine, around mushrooms being considered medicine, about the respect that people should have for it because others consider it a medicine. People are asking me like, well, what do you think? Do you think it's a medicine? Like, what's your take on that? I got a few bullet points that I just want to bring up. This is kind of random. I really don't know how to organize this video, so I'm just go through my bullet points and yeah, we're gonna go from there. Number one, is it a medicine in general? I'm gonna say no. I feel like medicine, as it pertains to the conversation of psychedelic mushroom, is it a medicine? Is it helping people get through things? Is it providing a solution? Is it helping people to make progress? One, it is not a cure, so let's just clear that up. Let's start with that. Two, does it work for everybody? No, can't say that. All medicines, even if we're talking about prescription medications, they don't necessarily work for people either, because some people have allergies, some people have other medications that they're taking, so whatever they may need for whatever ailment or health concern that they have, it may need to be calibrated alongside other medications. So that's the first part. There are variables, there are complexities, and I think that every single person is different. The same way that we could all go to a bar and drink, but some people, they just can't tolerate tequila. And it's like, well, can't drink tequila, that's over with for me. It's not something that's universal per person. That's the first thing. I think that a lot of medication in general does not provide a solution. It provides a means of suppressing whatever symptoms you have, which is why most times I err on the side of holistic medicine, because I feel that it's just better at addressing the issue as opposed to suppressing the symptoms that are undesirable while dealing with whatever the ailment is. So, prime example, if I had a cold and I took some NyQuil, the NyQuil would probably help me sleep. It wouldn't help get rid of the germs. It wouldn't help restore my immune system. It wouldn't provide me with any type of antibiotic to help me get over this cold faster. It would just give me some cough syrup so that my cough not as heavy, but it wouldn't help get none of this phlegm up. I wouldn't be getting rid of no mucus that's in my body that's keeping me sick. It just gonna help the symptoms. Yeah, I kind of think about that too, because I'm like, shrooms doesn't suppress anything for me. Like, it's the inability to suppress feelings, to suppress my thoughts. It's the exact opposite. So in that extent, it's like, no, I can't suppress this. Like, in that context, is it a medicine? No, I don't think so. To make this video a little bit more specific, medical medicine approach, I'm going to use that as a blanket statement because there are a few things that I want to address with that. One, medicine is what we say it is. Some people be like, healthy diet is medicine for the body. Touche. I know where they coming from on that. I hear you 100%. But, you know, what one person consider medicine, another person might not. It's just like when people say medicine is what you say it is, that's kind of people's opinion. The same way that people like, oh, it should be respect for mushrooms. I feel like that's a per person type of thing. You don't walk around and say, oh, you should have respect for cigarettes, even though growing and smoking tobacco is a part of cultural things, and that's another component of this as well. Cultural influence, I think that is something that it does matter, yes, but to say that people are being disrespectful to a culture that this is incorporated in but doesn't necessarily belong to or have ownership of, like, I think that's, for me, where the line is teetered. It's a good conversation for me to have with other people just because I like to get their perspective. You know, I'm open to other perspectives and an alternative point of view, but it's like when we say that it's medicine, when it comes to a cultural perspective, psychedelic mushrooms and ayahuasca and even what's the cactus one? I'm drawing a blank right now. Even that is used in like rituals and ceremonies and rites of passage ceremonies, and kids are using these plants as well. So it's like, okay, to what extent are you using this plant for the sake of what? But it's like people who are on the outside, they don't understand. People who are on the outside and not curious enough to do the research, it's like, or, you know, also too, when it comes to certain cultures, there are just certain things you're not going to find online because It's a matter of gatekeeping for the sake of the history of that culture. Some stuff you just not gonna know because you're not in it. And so I think about that a lot as well. Like, a lot of people are speaking on the cultural influence of these plants, and they're not even of the culture that they speaking on. Like, I love getting things from the source, and it's also a part of the reason why I'm interested in traveling for exposure, right? Interested in traveling for the sake of information and learning and things of that nature. I think the cultural piece of that kind of adds a level of complexity that I'm curious and interested to uncover. Also, too, medicine is something that, from like a pharmaceutical standpoint, it's like, okay, try it. See if it works for you. It's like, I don't think everybody should try shrooms. I just don't. I've given y'all a video on that. I've even talked about it. And even just having conversations with people, they themselves don't even think that that's a good idea. I'm like, if medicine is supposed to be good for you, it's supposed to work for everybody, do you recommend this? Like, I don't know. Like, I personally just don't recommend that everybody try shrooms. Like, that's just my personal thing. And then last but not least, I feel that psychedelic mushrooms and psychedelics in general, they need to have a standard and some type of like quality check. I talked about this in another video, but there needs to be a way to like be able to say like, okay, this passes a quality check. Like, kind of how they do with like luxury bags. If it's not up to par with the material, with the stitching, with the, you know, like, I wish there was a way to just organize it, but there are so many people who got their hands in the pot. It's kind of sticky. It's still developmental, but if there's a way that the quality could just be regulated, I think I would very much so like that. So yeah, quick video. This has just been my opinion on, is it medicine? Short answer, is it medicine? For some. For some. It depends on your perspective. It depends on what you're looking to get out of it. And if it's a fix for the things that you're dealing with, then yes. Does that work for you? Absolutely. But does it work for everybody? No, it doesn't work for everybody. I don't think everybody should try it. And there isn't a cultural influence that looms over me in order for me to say that it is a medicine, because I don't think it's universal. So that's just my opinion. Agree or don't, that's what I think. If I change my mind, I'll make a video about that as well, because the good thing about this is that I just want to grow. I want to learn, and that's my aim. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Peace out!